Hey guys, this is Cal.
And I'm Lucas.
This is episode 3 of our Carbon run through. It is Carbon, not Most Wanted.
Yep. Alright, we're going to do the sprint because you get nitrous. We already explained that in the last video, so let's do this. I'm going to jump to event. You can change your active crew member from here, I guess.
And if you go out of the safe house, you can drive yourself to the event if you really want to.
I recommend not because most likely you're going to get cops on you before you get there if you're as good of a driver as me.
And that's not saying much, but anyway. So this is the first race against actual competitors that you can actually lose. As you can see, you have yourself and your crew member next to you. You won't always have a crew member, but 90% of the time you do. You could probably also see there's two competitors. One is the designated real racer, and the other one is basically his wingman. But you won't see them doing specific jobs like you will your own wingman. Apparently, our wingman is sucking it up. Luke there just hit a pursuit breaker, which we've explained many times. Many times. He needs to work on those turns, remembering to use e-brake. Guys, if you use exotic, that e-brake is very important because an exotic car cannot turn without using brakes. It just doesn't do it. If you want to just slam on the gas pedal the whole time,
you're going to want to get
a tuner car is probably the most recommended for that because it has the best handling. A muscle car, you can do it with a muscle car, but it's a lot harder because acceleration is bad.
Once I get nitrous, I will be a much better driver. But nitrous helps too much almost.
See what I mean? Even the crewman agrees.
He just said he was out of nitrous if you couldn't hear.
Which I bet you probably could because we were silent.
Yeah, the races should be almost over. I'm 56% done. E-brake, actually I'm going to use speed brake on this one.
Some of those sharper turns like that, it's usually better to use speed breaker. The only reason he really crashed like that was because of the fact that he used the e-brake before. That probably wasn't his greatest idea. Why he has his crew member activated right now, I don't know. We might lose this one here. I don't know what to tell you guys. If we lose,
we're going to pause it.
Well, we don't know really because with our editing magic, we don't really know how to edit very much. So we'll probably just have to redo it on camera again and again until we get it right. We wouldn't blame you for skipping ahead. We wouldn't blame you for not watching the rest of the video. Hopefully, we'll win most videos. If we don't get it on our second try, the video will probably be getting long, and we might just cut the video into 2 parts, and we'll come back, beat the race, and then continue the video. We're not really sure because we don't have very much editing abilities. As you can see, he restarted there because the finish line was right there and he had no way of catching up. The biggest reason for that is because
one mistake. The car kind of swung around, so that's about all I could. Oh yes, and use your opponents as walls.
Yeah,
it won't slow you down as much.
It's very effective to knock your opponents out of the way. These shortcuts, if you can find them and hit them without crashing, they can be very helpful. But if you crash, the other thing is he probably would have gotten very far ahead in the last try, except for the fact that he missed a very important shortcut.
Shouldn't use that.
That shortcut there was one that is actually kind of hard to miss, but you don't see it, so you usually try and avoid crashing into a wall, and you just don't realize it's there. Shortcuts like that, there's some major shortcuts, there's some minor shortcuts. You can find some that'll cut an inch off, and that was that shortcut he missed last time, right there, but this time he didn't crash. Anyway, there's some minor and some major shortcuts. That one is more of a major one because it can cut off an entire 2 turns, which puts you way ahead if no one else takes the shortcut. There are also some minor shortcuts that aren't really worth taking. Some of them actually slow you down. So you kind of got to know which ones are good to take and which ones aren't.
As you play the game, you will figure out which ones are better than others. So
Hopefully now
I should win this one. 60% done. So oh shoot.
See, this is where he crashed last time. This time he fixed his mistake he made last time of using the e-brake first. Guys, e-brake and speed breaker is usually not a very good combination because speed breaker enhances your power sliding ability, as does the e-brake, and when you have that much power sliding ability, you are going to spin out. There's just no doubt about it.
Notice how my front end swung way out and I had to do a complete turnaround when I hit the e-brake. I actually hit the e-brake after I came out of speed breaker. By accident, I was going to hit nitrous, but I hit the wrong button and I also don't have nitrous. So either way, I was screwed. So
as you can see, we are very accustomed to using nitrous. It is basically our style of driving.
Come on. Is that our opponent?
No, that's our crew member.
I'm sending him back so I can win.
The reason he just did that is because you do not make nearly as much money if your crew member wins as if you were to win, which is why we personally don't like scouts as much, because it makes it harder to make money, and they're hard to beat. Alright, there you go. That's our first race. We're only about 7 minutes in, so we got time to do some other stuff. If we're lucky, we can maybe get one more race in. First things first.
And put some nitrous in the car.
Right, first things first, we are going to customize the car.
Maybe. Alright, this is a useless video. Basically, they're just going to tell us a bunch of crap. I'm going to try to skip over it. Dang it. We can't skip over it.
It's only a couple seconds. Guys, I'm going to try something real quick. This is actually... No, I'll hold out on that. Never mind. Scratch what I said. That is the first area boss for us. I think his name's Wolf. Yeah.
Basically what this is going to go through, tell you what he's about, show you his car, and that's basically it. Basically all the bosses are pretty much jerks. Now you have to press, well it should allow me to jump there, but I guess not.
No, what it is you have to move a certain amount of distance or wait a certain amount of time before you can jump. We're gonna customize here, and I think we're gonna cut this video a little bit shorter than the rest, mostly because I'm going to test something out. We're kind of new to uploading videos, especially me. This is my first time. Luke has uploaded a few other ones. As you can see, we've unlocked a few things. First things first, we want to get nitrous.
Right. So, nitrous, you can go for duration, which is longer,
but less powerful bursts.
And velocity is very powerful.
But
me personally, I like to go for a little bit. Actually, I don't even want that much. I like to do about that. Gives me a little bit longer, but it's still powerful. Basically,
that's the biggest thing we're doing right now.
You press X to equip it, and then you press
I do believe
triangle for done, and then you start for shopping cart. Basically, it just tells you what you're gonna order, how much money you have. We have $10,200. The nitrous costs $4,000.
And we've purchased it.
Okay.
Alright
so
guys,
it's on
before
my
we do
command.
anything more, I'm testing something out here. We'll be back in a couple of minutes or in the next video.